Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a new mod map tour of Riverside Farms. If this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome to Riverside Farms. So this is a new mod map by MissyB. This is 245.51 megabytes to download. This is for all platforms. If you are on console, if you're a new farmer, farm manager, or start from scratch, it's going to run you 668 slots. So let's go ahead and get into it here. Let's see. Well, actually, first off, what I should do here, let's go ahead and read through what it says on the mod hub. So this is, welcome to Riverside Farms. This is a fictitious map based around the beautiful East Cheshire region in the United Kingdom. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. It says, on this map, you will find 5 active farms for you to choose from, along with locations around the map, which with some TLC can be reformed to make an additional base of operations. All animal pens are built and custom to the map. 1 BGA reasonably priced on or free on new farmer. Oh, that's interesting. 1 sawmill, large forest with extra forestry locations dotted around the map. Large placeable areas to tantalize your creative side. Loads of shed space. Precision farming ready, seasons ready. Bulk buying from North Farm Shop and Mid Farm Shop. Free lime from both farm shops, plus seed fertilizer and liquid fertilizer and herbicide. Additional crops including onions, carrots, rye, millet, and sorghum. Have you got what it takes to thrive in this beautiful and tranquil environment? Come in, give it a go. Okay. All right, apparently I can't talk or read today, so it just is what it is, I suppose. Let's turn that off, turn that down there. There are contracts on the fields, it looks like. Let's move over here. We start off with $100,000 in new farm mode. What's the 311 for? Fuel costs. Well, I guess I bought some fuel. Oh, we got a lot of stuff on here that needs a lot of help, it looks like. Some of it, well, some of it's just old. Some of it's got a lot of hours on it. Interesting. Kind of nifty. I like that kind of feature to it. Lots of sell points on here. Holy smokes, that's a lot of sell points. If we take a look at the map, fairly large map. What do we start off owning in new farm mode? Well, it looks like we have just the BGA. Yep, BGA. So we own the BGA, so it is technically free for us on new farm mode. And then up here we have the main farm, which is $100,000. And looks like our stuff is up there. Some's at that shop. So yeah, looks like it's all, the rest of it's at the shop there. Let's take a look at what we own in new farm, what we start off with. We have a Fendt 724 Vario with 7 hours. We have a Fendt 1050 with 713 hours. We have a Tatra Phoenix 6x6 agro truck with 70 hours. We have a Russell Mesh RSM 161 with 59.6 hours. Onions, carrots? Or is that other stuff? It looks like onions and carrots. You could harvest it with that, huh? We'll see. We'll take a look at all that in a second here. We have a Manitou MLT 737 with 6.9 hours. We have a Crampy trailer with 70.5 hours. Moving down, we have this Russell Mesh header with 7.4 hours. Then we have a small plow, the POH 5 by Agromass. That is 126.9 hours on it. The Vader Saddle Carrier XL825, 40.5 hours on that. That's going to be a cultivator for you. Then we have a seeder, the Rapid A600S, which is 1,756.9 hours on it. Then we have the Vader Said Tempo V8, which has 2.7 hours on it. We have a seed tank. We have fertilizer spreaders. We have everything we can imagine, mowers, all sorts of stuff down here. So, yeah, basically all the equipment you'd ever really think about needing. I think since we're down here, what we're going to do is we're going to hop up to the shop and we're going to buy ourselves a pickup truck to drive around. So if we hop up here, let me go ahead and get us a little bit of speed up here. Looks like we got stuff sitting in the store. Yep, sure do. That's kind of cool. I like that. Not sure how we get it out. I'm assuming maybe we can't. Maybe it just is on display here and it's not actually ours. That could be it too. That looks like the Vader Stad there. I don't think we can get in some of these. That looks like ours there. Sure, you got to be able to get some of it out of here. Huh, anyhow. Go buy ourselves a pickup truck. That'll get us going right there. Lots of mods today, guys. Lots and lots of mods today. Lots of mods and 3 new maps, so lots of videos for me to do. I'll be busy. Okay, so looking at the map here, our farm's up there. I think what we'll do, gosh, there's a lot of spots to hit on this map. I think what we'll do is we'll head up. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll head up over this way, check this stuff out, head down this way, work our way around the map down here. Come out here, take a look at that down there, then head up over, maybe head up to that, then over and up around to the starting farm. So we'll try that, see how it goes. Definitely a lot of stuff going on in this map though, so we'll try to see everything we can. The main purpose of my map tours is to give you a feel for the map, so just kind of driving around is a good, is the way to get a feel for it, at least from my perspective. So we'll drive around, we'll try not to get too bogged down with the trees. I'm going to turn traffic off, just because otherwise I'm going to hit it constantly driving through these trees, and it's just going to slow us down. So we'll get that turned off so we can just take a look from above and try to keep looking around. Lots of fields everywhere on here. It is hard to kind of see with all the trees. Not that I don't like the trees. I like that they kind of add that extra look to the map of edges have collisions as well. Let me try zooming in, see if we can see a little bit better. That might be a little bit better view for the map tour. But yeah, so I like the trees in there. I don't think some of you aren't going to like the fact that the hedges have collisions, but they do have collisions. Since we just ran into them once, but come around this way. We do have a sell point right here, which is interesting. Looks like a, I guess it's probably like a power station or power plant of some type. So we are at the biomass plant here. So we go in here, biomass, work our way down. They're going to take wood chips. So there we go. We'll loop up this way. Oh no, that's down. What do we have up here in the corner? Quite a bit of stuff up there. Let's go. Well, just in the interest of time, maybe we won't drive up there. We'll drive down here. What do we have all up here though? So up here, we have Evans Grain, Barnyard, Root Crop, and Workos. So Barnyard. Gonna take grass, silage, hay, and grass. Sorry, silage, grass, hay, and straw. There we go. Then we have Evans. Gonna take wheat, barley, oats, canola, sunflower, soy, corn, sugar beets, potatoes, and sugar cane, as well as, it looks like, carrots, onions, and what is that crop type there? So there we go. We got millet, sorghum, and rye, just so you guys can have kind of a reference on there. I'll probably forget as we go through, but that one, millet. And then they also have Workos up here. There's another one too, and they're going to take wheat, barley, oats, canola, sunflower, soy, corn, sugar beets, potatoes, and sugar cane, as well as carrots, onions, and sorghum. And then, oh, was the root crops up there. They're going to take carrots, onions, potatoes, sugar beets, and sugar cane up there. And I believe that's everything that's up there in that corner. So, yeah, lots of good stuff going on up there. All right, so looking on the map, we got obviously a lot of our forestry stuff here on the left. There's other spots that you can see around the map as well. But we'll head down here to check out some of the stuff we have at the bottom. This is kind of the area where we started out when you load into the map on New Farm Mode, at least. Is this area down here is kind of where you start out at. We do a fuel point right here, and then we do have a couple of sell points around here. Right here is our first sell point. This is, if we go down here, we are at Titches. If I can find it on here. There we go. And they're going to take wheat, barley, oats, canola, sunflower, soy, corn, sugar beets, potatoes, sugar cane, as well as carrots, onions, sorghums, and what are those two again? Millet and rye as well. So there you go on that. I'm sure I'm saying some of the crops wrong and whatnot as I go through, so I do apologize. Try and get it as accurate as possible, but again, where things are sold, it's not too hard to figure that part out once you get on a map. We should have a sell point back here for this guy. Yep, right there. We're at the store. I believe this is probably going to be, my guess is like a milk and egg sell point. Maybe just eggs? Just eggs. So take eggs here. Now if we head out of here, we'll take a left and continue down the, geez, if I can avoid hitting the building. we'll take a left and head down the side of the map over here. Get a drink of coffee as we're going. Very nifty map. I like this. Right in here is going to be a couple more sell points. So if we go in there, we have Elmer's Grain and Jay's Milling are just in there. Another thing to note too that we drove by, that dirt road goes up to a farm silos. That's one of your farm yards, which we'll be able to take a good look at it when we are flying over the map at the very end, because we will do that. Let's take a look here. Jay's Milling's got wheat, barley, oats, canola, sunflower, soy, corn, sugar beets, potatoes, sugar cane, as well as carrots, onions, and millet, if I remember correctly. And then is it Elmo's as well, or Elmer? Elmer Grains, wheat, barley, oats, canola, sunflower, soy, corn, sugar beets, potatoes, sugar cane, as well as carrots, onions, and millet. So there you go. Continue down this side of the map. So this should take us on further, and you can see all that cluster of sell points down at the bottom, as well as one of the farms is kind of down there. I'm not sure if there's an access point. We'll be able to take a look around once we get closer. Yeah, so that farm right there doesn't look like there's an access from this side, so we probably would have to drive around, which again, we'll take a look. Oh no, there is one. We passed it. It's right. You can see an access point right there to get into the farm. So we'll kind of come around here and we'll take a look at it up from this side. That's one that we'll actually probably want to take a look at just because it's right off the road there. And to buy that is that, oh, it's two separate farm yards. Honestly, that's kind of cool. I like that. So two separate farm yards there. That's kind of nifty. We even have a tractor up over there. Continue up this way. We're getting into the bulk of the sell points in here, or a big cluster of the sell points in here. We got, looks like the slurry yard in there. We got a fuel point in here. Got lots of stuff going on in here. So we hop out. Tag that. Slurry yard up there. Diesel buy point there. Manure point there. Grain point there. Beets there. And what is it? Potatoes. And potatoes right over there. So lots of sell points in here. Let's take a look at all those if we can go through here. So slurry yard, manure south, Zeke. Let's take a look. Roars is one of them on here. So Roars is, I'm assuming, going to take potatoes. Yep. And then Roars Beets is going to take sugar beets. The slurry yard, I'm assuming, is going to take slurry. Yep, there. Looks like they have compost on this map too. I believe that's what the symbol is there for that. So yep, slurry here, as well as Zeke's grains on here as well. But where's the manure point? Let's see on here. Where is that manure point? There he is. Manure south right there. They're gonna buy manure from you. You go down to the bottom. Zeke's is gonna take wheat, barley, oats, canola, sunflower, soy, corn. If we scoot down here, they're going to take sugar beets, potatoes, sugar cane, no shortage of those sell points in this map, as well as carrots, onions, and millet. So there we go. And manure south, Zeke, Roars, that's all of them down here, including, well, we didn't really go over the fuel point because obviously you're just be able to buy fuel there. So a huge little compound of sell points here. Now if we head out, we'll head out this way and head back up this side of the map over here. We'll continue down this way. Now, if we come up, what do we have right here? It looks like we have, and this is some stuff that I wouldn't be surprised was on here. So this kind of looks like almost like a storage point on here. So if we, let's go ahead and get some cash here and see what we can find out. It almost looks like storage right here, but this might just be so you can fill up, put manure and water in to get some extra money from the greenhouses. That would be my guess here. So you can probably make some extra money doing that, which is very cool feature to have on a map. So if you wanted to buy that, you could do that. Make some extra cash on the side. And then up just past it here, we have a silo, which I'll tag that. And we'll head in here and take a look at this farm yard. Looks like another yard right in here. So it wouldn't be a bad map for multiplayer either. There's several farm yards on here. Ooh, By the guy, is that by the guy farm? Interesting. Something like that. Says something on there about things. Oh yeah, look at this. This is what MissyB was talking about, needing some TLC to get it back up and running. Kind of a cool feature like that. If they really clear this out. Silos up over here. Oh, that's on that. It's in a separate yard entirely. It does look like we have fuel storage and different liquid storage, which I like that. I love having those storages on a farm. Looks like chickens here probably. Oh, I don't own the land. That's right. That makes sense. But this would be $27,000 to buy. I did buy it. Did my chickens show up on there? Maybe. Oh, there we go. They're right in there. That's where I need to go. There we go. 500 chickens here. The chickens show up once you buy the land, so you're gonna probably miss a couple of this, couple of the animal pens here. I don't want to miss too many of them. We can biogas plant up there. We can buy all the land for $0, which is actually important to note as well. Let's head up. That has a pig food silo. I'm assuming it's gonna have pigs there, cows up over there, and this one, that's by that one. That one's got cows up over there. So sorry, I forgot about that. Some maps they'll show up regardless, and other maps they will not until you buy the land. Go ahead and head back out towards the road down there. We'll probably have to head back out this way just to make sure we can get through. But I love the look of the sheds that MissyB made for this map too. I downloaded them separately when they came out as a separate mod. They do look pretty good. I like them. Like them quite a bit. Ooh, got bounced off of that bush there. Come on, you can do it. There we go. And I won't take a look at the two farmyards on our left just because they're both just completely arable, it looks like, but they might need to be worked on as well. But they do have some names. Yeah, it looks like. Hope you enjoy getting it. That's pretty good. I like that. Oh, yeah. So some of them do need some work, but that'd be all part of the fun. I think that'd be good for a roleplay aspect. I like that. That's available on the map. And if you don't want to deal with it, well, you could also take the treks and just clear them out real quick. Or, yeah, otherwise you can just figure it out. Not too bad of a problem. Here's the river. Love the river going through there. And again, we'll do a flyover at the very end just to kind of take a look at all those extra details that we're going to miss driving around. So in here we got 2 sell points. One over there, one right here. Jeez, I hate it when my map. No, don't do that. I hate it when it does that. Oh, actually we got 2 right over there. So Ismos. An Angry Mill, and that's our truck right there that's parked in the, I thought that was a cool decoration, but that's our truck that's parked in there. So again, our stuff is scattered around the map, which is interesting. So Angry Mill grains, Ismo's Mill, and Carton grains. So Carton, Angry Mill, and what was the other one? Carton, Angry Mill, and Ismo. Ismo are all going to take those 3 crop types there. And Angry, Ismo, Carton are all going to take your basic crop types, sugar beets, potatoes, and sugarcane as well. So 3 different sell points here that are competing for you, or competing with you for prices, or having better prices and whatnot. All right, and then let's take a look at the map here so I can see where I want to go. So this heads up there, down around this side. The biogas plant's down there. We'll fly over and see the biogas plant. We're going to head up here. Looks like there's actually a placeable area there you could buy. As well, but we'll head up this way, and I think we'll curve over, and I want to take a look at the starting farm up here. Well, starting farm up here, sorry, but I want to drive up this way and take a look at some of the stuff up here on that side of the map. So we'll head up this way and take a right there, head up over there, and then we will do a flyover, and on the flyover we should be able to wrap up some of the things we haven't seen as well. We'll head up this way. And on the right here, we have this potential placeable area, but yeah, I have to clear it again. I like that. This is a cool map. I like this map quite a bit. This would be one I'd be interested in playing on if I could, if I had a chance to. It's hard sometimes. I get on maps and I like them, and I need more time in the day to play them all. I have my next several series already planned out. Oh gosh, that's the only problem. All right, and this is where, and that's the edge of the map right up there. And this is where we want to take a left to head up this side. Very beautiful on this map. Let's go ahead and actually While we're cruising along here, let's go ahead and set the time up. See, maybe a little bit better. There we go. That looks nice. Pig farms down that way. And we got tons of sell points just across the river. Right down that road right there. Got a ton of sell points. But I'm going to drive up and take a look at the starting farm, which is right here. Riverside Farm. Big old cattle grate down there. Right across the entrance. Good grass areas here. This farmyard is cleaned up a little bit. Lots of shed space. I like that. This looks like the seed and fertilizer storage here. Plows under there. Yeah, lots of storage down there. And I believe these things have light switches. Yeah, if I remember from the mod review. Yep, there you go. So they'll all have light switches inside. Nice in there. Down here looks like we got fuel and def storage. I like that there's even def storage on here. Won't apply to you console players, but I don't believe you guys have def. But anyhow, bunker silo here for us. Big bunker silo. And then over here it looks like our slurry. Looks like water here, but our cows should probably go in right here. 500 cows, so you can have a big cow operation right here, which is great, and plenty of other storages. And these almost look like they're set up like silos. Yeah, I bet these are set up like silos. That is kind of cool. I wonder how they would all work. Be interesting to take a look. That's a cool setup, and plenty of shed space on here. Let's go ahead and I think I just want to fly over this and take a look at some of the extra stuff on here. Let's do that so we can take a look around. So again, we're up here in the corner. That is kind of the starting farm. There's a couple ways in and out. We've got an interesting little, not really a placement area, but a little kind of strange junction there to access those different fields. Right here, there's several sell points right down the way from where you're at. So several, and there's an unloading bay there. Several different, there's looks like fill points and everything like that. So lots of cool stuff. This is kind of cool. I love the look of the river too. We got to fly down the river as well, but waterfalls kind of cascading in. I like that. And then again, we have the pig farm down here. So there's that. And if we continue down this way, kind of going in reverse from how we did it originally. If we go down here and get to the bottom part of the map, we should be able to start cutting across, and then over this way, we will have our BGA right here. There you go. BGA. And coming up here, the river kind of goes down this way, which I love the look of the river. The river looks absolutely great. Right down here, we've got those sell points we looked at earlier, a couple of the sell points looked at earlier. Kind of a bigger area in here. I like this. Those probably light up at night. It reminds me of Spectacle Island a little bit, having those little lights out there. That's kind of cool. Very nifty, very nifty. I like this map quite a bit. And I hear those two farms that are side by side. Honestly, they're connected. Let's be honest. Is this the one that said "Good luck getting in"? Yeah, that one did right there. So you just got to clear the tree out. At least you don't have to clear the whole farmyard out. But very interesting, very cool. I mean, you could always go down around the other side. So, and then here was those greenhouses and other sell points down here, as well as this farmyard that needs to be cleared out before it can be used. And chickens down there. A lot of you guys won't like all the trees on the edges of the field, but again, if you really want to get rid of them, you could just get the Trex and go to town on the map for a little bit, or you can get the map objects hider and hide all the trees on the map. So shouldn't be that big of a deal, honestly. Out here we have another farm. This is another cow farm, cow pasture at the end there. This has got a lot of space on it, much cleaner looking farm. But there you go. That heads out to the road down this way. Now, if we head out here, I don't believe we drove out to this corner, if I remember correctly. We went to the biomass plant there, but up here we have some more sell points for us, just out this way. Yeah, lots of good stuff out here. I love all the detail on here. MissyB does do a good job. We head down around this way, and again, we got our forestry area, which we didn't pay too much mind to, which it does look like it's kind of a big hill, which is nifty. I like that. We do have the sawmill right up here in the center of it. Where's the access to the sawmill? The road is theoretically right there. Oh, there we go. But coming around and out. Very nifty. Kind of difficult to get in. I like that. But if we come back over this way. Again, here we have the shop. That's where a lot of our equipment's at. Coming out this way, we have got the starting farm there. Starting farm there. Yeah, let's fly back over this way. we've seen some of this. I kind of want to go down that route right there. Right over here, we got more sell points as well as the animal dealer just below us here. We head down that way, that takes us back to the rest of the roads we just went around. Now, if we go over here, we got a little bit of a few people live out here. Role play where your workers are living. You got some different sell points, and this is kind of where you start off on the map. But that's everything. I think that's all I have for you. But very well done map. I really enjoy this. But yeah, if you guys enjoy this map, drop a like down, or if you guys enjoy this map tour, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel. Turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching.